The sun hung low over the Wyoming plains, casting long, golden streaks through the morning dust. The quiet hum of cicadas and the creak of saddle leather were the only sounds when Clay Boone rode into Willow Creek. His hat brim shadowed his face, his jaw tight as though carved from stone. He was a man built for solitude, broad-shouldered, silent, and known more for the size of his hands than for the softness of his words. He dismounted slow, boots hitting the dirt with a heavy thud, and tied his horse outside the feed store. He needed oats, nails, and maybe a whiskey before heading back to the hills where no one asked questions. That's how Clay liked it, simple, quiet, predictable. But fate had a strange sense of timing. From across the street came the sound of small feet, hurried, desperate. A little girl in a pink dress, torn at the hem, was running toward him, clutching a one-eyed teddy bear. Her hair flew behind her in a messy halo, her cheeks flushed from the run. She couldn't have been more than 6. Clay turned just as she stopped in front of him, panting, looking up with eyes as blue as a summer sky after a storm. She studied him with the kind of boldness only children and fools possessed. Then, catching her breath, she said it clear, confident, and with the authority of someone twice her size. "You need a wife," she declared, pointing her little finger straight at his chest, "and I need a dad." The entire street seemed to stop. A stable hand froze mid-step. A pair of gossiping women on the porch fell silent, and even the old hound, sleeping by the blacksmith shop, lifted its head. Clay stared down at her, certain he'd misheard. "Beg your pardon," he said, his voice rough, unused to softness. The girl didn't flinch, her small chin lifted. "You heard me. You look like someone who needs a wife. Mama says good men are gone, but I think she's wrong. I think you're a good man." Clay blinked, unsure whether to laugh or kneel. He wasn't used to being talked to like this, not by ranch hands, not by women, and definitely not by little girls who thought they could read his soul. "Darlin', what makes you say something like that?" he asked slowly. She hugged her teddy bear tight. "Because you look sad when you got off your horse," she said simply. "Mama says only people who lost love look sad like that. And you got big hands. You can fix things. We need someone who can fix things." Her words hit him harder than a winter gust. He'd spent years burying the memory of the river, the one that took his wife and the son she'd been carrying. He'd sworn never to love again, never to let anyone close enough to be taken away. But this girl, she spoke like she could see straight through the armor he'd built. He took off his hat, running a hand through his dark hair, and for the first time, he noticed where she'd come from. On the porch of the calf stood a woman, her mother, no doubt. She had the same blue eyes, the same stubborn tilt of